All right, let's get the. Here we go. Mm, Dance party. No bubble. Nah. Documentary or 8 millimeter. Let's try 8 millimeter. All right. Welcome to the YouTube live stream, where I'm gonna begin by getting into the updated Google privacy policy. How interesting, right? I think it's worth doing because you people don't read shit, and then you complain later on about your data has been used inappropriately. So, and you should have been getting all of these. You should have been getting these emails. Literally before I began to go live, I got an email from Envision app. So you have nobody to blame but yourselves if you don't read them. But I'm gonna read some of this because I don't have all the time in the world to be going live forever. But I'm gonna read some of this right now. So, Google privacy policy. We want you to understand the type of info we collect as you use our services. We collect info to provide better services to all our users, from figuring out basic stuff like which language you speak, to more complex things like which ads you'll find most useful, the people who matter to you the most online, or which YouTube videos you might like. The information Google collects and how that information is used depends on how you use our services and how you manage your privacy controls. When you're not signed into a Google account, we store the information we collect with unique identifiers tied to the browser, application, or device you're using. This helps us do things like maintain your language preferences across browsing sessions. And the other ones, like, I could read right in the browser, but for whatever reason I allowed myself to download the PDF, which is so small that I can't see shit. So, pardon me from squinting. When you're signed in, we also collect info that we store in your Google account, which we treat as personal information. Google should be the one that people should be concerned with the most, I think, at least from my own analysis of these sites. Like, they're the most, like, overarching, almost intrusive, I guess rivaling Facebook, but Google is the one you should really be worried about. Things you create or provide to us. When you create a Google account, you provide us with personal info that includes your name and password. You can also choose to add a phone number or payment information to your account. Even if you aren't signed to a Google account, you might choose to provide us with information, like an email address to receive updates about our services. I made that mistake because I want access to the Google Drive, the 15 gigs of storage. I have so many emails, just variations of each other. Well, some are anyway. And it's like I've been getting this shit all fucking week. It's like doo-doo. Privacy policy update. Anyway. We also collect the content you create, upload, or receive from others when using our services. This includes things like email you write and receive, photos and videos you save, docs and spreadsheets you create, the comments you make on YouTube videos. Information we collect as you use our services, your apps, browsers, and devices. We collect information about the apps, browsers, and devices you use to access Google services, which help us provide features like automatic product updates and dimming your screen if your battery runs low. The information we collect includes unique identifiers, browser type settings, device type and settings, operating system, mobile network information including carrier name and phone number, and application version number. We also collect info about the interaction of your apps, browsers, and devices with our services, including IP address, crash reports, system activity, and the date, time, and refer URL of your request. We collect this info when a Google service on your device contacts our servers. For example, when you install an app from the Play Store or when a service checks for automatic updates. If you're using an Android device with Google Apps, Your device periodically contacts Google servers to provide information about your device and connection to our services. I'm going to actually spam this shit across all fucking social media networks. We collect this. The fuck? Okay. We collect this information when a Google device or when a Google service on your device contacts our servers. For example, when you install an app from the Play Store or when a service checks for automatic updates. If you're using an Android device with Google Apps, your device periodically contacts Google servers to provide information about your device and connection to our services. I was just thinking, doing this on Instagram Live, doing the exact same shit on Instagram Live. Oh, man. Anyway, I mean, it gives you something to put out there, right? This information includes things like your device type, carrier name, crash reports, and which apps you've installed, your activity. And this is the thing. This is 20 pages. You can't read 20 pages. Anyway, and I say that I didn't read all 20 pages. I skimmed through. Anyway, your activity. I guess I'm reading now because I'm actually narrating it, but your activity. We collect information about your activity in our services, which we use to do things like recommend a YouTube video you might like. The activity information we collect may include terms you search for, videos you watch, views and interactions with content and ads, voice and audio information when you use audio features, purchase activity, people with whom you communicate or share content, activity on third-party sites and apps that use our services, and Chrome browsing history you've synced with your Google account. If you use our services to make and receive calls or send and receive messages, we may collect telephony log information like your phone number, calling party number, receiving party number, forwarding numbers, time and date of calls and messages, duration of calls, routing information, and types of calls. You can visit your Google account to find and manage activity info that's saved in your account. Your local information. We collect information about your location when you use our services, which help us offer features like driving directions for your weekend gateway or show times for movies playing near you. Okay. Your location can be determined with varying degrees of accuracy by GPS, IP address, sensor data from your device, information about things near your device, such as Wi-Fi access points, cell towers, and Bluetooth-enabled devices. The types of location data we collect depend in part on your device and account settings. For example, you can turn your Android device's location on or off using the device's settings app. Let me switch up, make this a little bit interesting. Sure. Whoa. You can also turn on location history if you want to save and manage your location information in your account. In some circumstances, Google also collects info about you and from publicly accessible sources. For example, if your name appears in your local newspaper, Google's search engine may index that article and display it to other people if they search for your name. We may also collect information about you from trusted partners, including marketing partners who provide us with information about potential customers of our business services, and security partners who provide us with info to protect against abuse. We also receive information from advertisers to provide advertising and research services on their behalf. We use various technologies to collect and store information, including cookies, pixel tags, local storage such as browser web storage or application data caches, databases, and server logs. Why Google collects data? We use data to build better services. We use the info we collect from all of our services for the following purposes. Provide our services. We use your info to deliver our services, like processing the terms you search for in order to return results, or helping you share content by suggesting recipients from your contacts. maintain, and improve our services. We also use information to ensure our services are working as intended, such as tracking outages or troubleshooting issues that you report to us. And we use your information to make improvements to our services. For example, understanding terms are most frequently misspelled helps us improve spell check features used across our services. Develop new services. We use the information we collect in existing services to help us develop new ones. For example, understanding how organized their photos in Picasa, Google's first Photos app, they had to plug themselves in there, helped us design and launch Google Photos. Provide personalized services including content and ads. We use the information we collect to customize our services for you, which including providing recommendations, personalized content, and customized search results. It's fucking small font, man. For example, Security Checkup provides security tips adapted to how you use Google products. And Google Play uses information like apps you've already installed and videos you've watched on YouTube to suggest new apps you might like. Depending on your settings, we may also show you personalized ads based on your interests. For example, if you search for quote-unquote mountain bikes, you may see an ad for sports equipment when you're browsing a site that shows ads served by Google. You can control that information we use to show you ads by visiting your ad settings. We don't show you personalized ads based on sensitive categories such as race, religion, sexual orientation, or health. Okay there, buddy. We don't share information that personally identifies you with advertisers, such as your name or email, unless you ask us to. For example, if you see an ad for a nearby flower shop and select the tap to call button, we'll connect your call, and you may share your phone number with the flower shop. Blah blah blah. Okay, you people are lazy. So then there's various manage your account, what you can do as far as your information. We've built a place for you to review and control information saved by a Google account, so you can go in there yourself and modify all that. It's not a lot, it's really not that hard to read. Go read it. See, look, exporting, removing, or deleting your info. You can export a copy of content in your Google account if you want to back it up or use it with a service outside of Google. And there's a link. Export your data. So, there you go. In 13 minutes, I've read some of the updated Google privacy policy. It's worth reading. I'm going to read the rest. Well, really, I'm going to skim the rest. I'm clowning y'all for being lazy. Meanwhile, I myself am not going to read all of it. Because I've already read 3 of these different sites, man. Facebook, Tinder, Discord, Twitter. I might actually read Twitter. I should read Twitter on Twitter. I think that's what I'll do. I'll go live and read it on Twitter. Anyway, peace.